Ci sta. Ci sta.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to our new episode of the Winemaker's Kitchen. Yes, we did change the name because we thought about exploring different countries. So my name is Salvatore Galati, and you are actually in my kitchen. I am now broadcasting live from my kitchen in Italy, in Puglia. So, as I mentioned before, we're going to have a little surprise at the end of the program. We have extended our reach and moved outside the boundaries of my home country of Italy, and we'll be going to different places, okay? And as always, our journey will lead us inside our winemakers and producers' kitchen, but more of that, at the end of the program. Today, again, to connect with a producer, they will show us how to prepare one of their favorite dishes and then match it with one of their wines. After the live feed is over, you can visit our Facebook page, watch the video again, and you can even retrieve a recipe card with instructions so you can make the dish at home. We will also, of course, provide some retail suggestions where you can find the wine and enjoy it at home. Today's theme is heritage. Heritage is also the name of our new division at Winebo, and we will focus on wines from European countries, what we are known as the Old World. The heritage of Sergio Zenato, that 60 years ago started the rise of the Zenato winery from a small town on the Garda Lake. Heritage that his wife Carla and his two children Alberto and Nadia are continuing and bringing to us in his modern rendition. You should know that Sergio Zenato's first wine in the US was not Amarone, but rather a white wine called Lugana. Sergio's dedication to Lugana was eventually recognized by the entire appellation that has dedicated a square to his memory. Sergio eventually turned his attention to another appellation, the one next door, Valpolicella, and began buying land and started producing Valpolicella in Amarone. Zenato soon became one of the pillars of this prestigious area and helped create an association that includes historical families of Amarone, le famiglie dell'Amarone. We are in Veneto here, the land known for incredible cities such as Venice. I am pretty sure I don't have to explain or introduce Venice to you, so I'm going to talk about Verona. Verona is a city where you can find the balcony that supposedly inspired Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet, not to mention the oldest active arena in the world, l'Arena di Verona, built by the Romans and perfectly preserved. This arena hosts several concerts during the summer, but bring your own pillow because, there is no sofas there. Verona is also the birthplace of the business of wine. In fact, it's here that the largest wine fair in the world takes place. Every year, thousands of people flock to this city, including me, not this year, but to participate in the festivity. Yes, because it is a celebration of Italian culture of wine. Here, you can taste wines from all over Italy. And at the end of the day, when the fair closes and all these people pour into the streets of Verona, you continue to celebrate in the local watering holes. One of the most sought-after destinations is La Bottega del Vino. And here, we reconnect to the Zenato family and the Famiglia dell'Amarone that have helped in the preservation of this historical osteria. Armed with one of the most complete cellars in the world, here you can taste first growth Bordeaux, if your pocket, of course, are deep enough, monopole Burgundies, Champagne, and preferably in large formats. We like large bottle of champagne there, even Californian wine if you want, but people come here to taste Amarone. Today, in fact, we will talk to Nadia Zenato. Nadia, with her brother Alberto, is continuing the work started by her father, but she's adding a little touch of her own. In fact, she's not the first time that we'll be talking live in front of audience. She has done that before. And she even has her own line of jewelry, in which she uses some of the elements of the wines she produces, like cork, sparkling wine cages, and other elements. She's joining us directly from the kitchen at Santa Cristina Estate on the edge of the Lago di Garda, and most likely will be there with her mother, Carla. Ciao Nadia, come stai? How are you? Nadia, you are on mute. Nadia, you are on mute.
Hi, Sarah.
Go for it.
I'm very well, thank you. Very well. I'm very excited. I am here in our kitchen, Santa Cristina, the kitchen of my mom. So I'm very glad. I'm very ready to cook special dishes today.
Is your mother with you?
Yes, yes. My mom is here.
Ciao Carla.
Ciao.
Come stai? Ciao.
Bene, tutto bene. Te stai bene?
Assolutamente. I'm very good. I'm very good. Sono in Puglia. I'm in Puglia. So, Nadia, why don't you tell us a little bit about your winery?
Yes, so my father, my parents started here in the heart of the Lugana area in the 1960s. And also this is the place where also me and Alberto were born. And was my father was really entrepreneurs about the Lugana grapes. And then you know that also we are very close to another important area in Valpolicella, the classic area in Sant'Ambrogio, where we produce our red wines as Amarone, Valpolicella, Ripassa, and Alanera, and the crew of Cresasso. So, and today we are here in our kitchen here on the Lake of Garda, so in Lugana, in San Benedetto di Lugana.
So, I really want to know, what are you cooking for us today?
So this is my favorite dish, is the risotto with Amarone and the pumpkin. So this is a special dish that we like to prepare in this season. And so I show you our ingredients that I use today. So I have, can you see?
Yes, we can.
Can you hear me? Okay. So, of course, the most important is the wine. So the Amarone, the current vintage Amarone 2015. Then there is, I used the Riso Carnaroli, but you can use also the Alone Nano. So I have the onions. That is important because I prepare the onions. So I brown the onions with the olive oil and the panky. This is the panky that I use. I use this panky. I have also the butter that I use at the end together with the Parmesan cheese. So you can use the Parmesan Reggiano or Grana Padano. And now, when you want, I can start to prepare the risotto.
Yeah, why don't you go on and explain a little bit how to proceed?
Yeah, so here also I have already prepared our meat broth. So this is our meat broth. And here is already also the pumpkin that I use the onion and pumpkin. And I have also in this, also here the Amarone, because it's very important to evaporate the Amarone before to use with risotto. So now
you just smash the pumpkins with some in the pot. How do you make the pumpkin?
Yes, so I cut this is the pumpkin that I use. I cut the pumpkin, and before I just put a little of olive oil. So I use today the olive oil from Tuscany, from Bolgari, so from Podere Prospero, and I prepare the onions together also with the pumpkin. So this is the last because it's already cooked the pumpkin.
Perfect. And
so
you
now
cook the Amarone as well, so that you take away the alcohol from it.
The alcohol,
so the
yes,
Amarone is warm.
Exactly. So I have just a little bit evaporate the Amarone, so the alcohol of Amarone, and then when I put the rice, a little of broth, the meat broth, together with a spoon with the Amarone. So now
So this is rice, which is the Carnaroli, Vialone Nano,
Carnaroli,
if I'm
sì.
correct,
Yes.
right? It's a particular type.
Exactly. Yes. So it's important I use a wood spoon for prepare the risotto. So I use a wood spoon.
My mom would say
So
the same
now
thing.
I roasted a little bit the rice. Before to start to put some little bit of meat broth and amarone, and of course the pumpkin.
Very good.
Yeah.
And there is a stock made with meat, you said. What kind of meat?
So I
the
use
brodo stock.
the brodo is this. Do you see?
Yeah, what kind of meat did you use?
So in Italy we call the copertina. It's a special meat, very particular, but you can find also there. So this is called the copertina.
But it's beef, right?
It's beef, yes, of course. Yeah, it's
Perfect.
beef.
I think that they call it
So-
diaphragm or flank steak.
Yeah, but no, I don't use lamb, just beef. Yeah.
So I see that you make sure that there is nice and moisture there, so that you cook it very slowly.
Yes. Exactly.
And how long does it take for the rice to cook?
So minimum 20 minutes. 20 minutes minimum. That is important because you have to turn very slowly. But yeah, you need 20 minutes.
Yeah, I remember a chef told me that you take some time, but when the risotto is ready, it doesn't wait for anybody. Risotto must be
Yeah, exactly. So now also I use the amarone that is already evaporated.
So I want to make sure that people know, even though it's cooked with wine, there is no alcohol in it, so it's perfectly safe for kids.
No. It's important because we have to a little bit evaporate the alcohol, you know. Also,
So-
I put a little bit of pumpkin.
This is perfect for Halloween now. It is pumpkin season.
Yes, this is a special dish for this season for Halloween. Yes.
But can you change in people don't want to put pumpkin? Can you put some other vegetables in it?
Yeah, I like also to use, for example, amarone with the radicchio trevigiano. So it's another famous dishes here in Veneto. So when there is the season of radicchio, so I like to prepare also risotto amarone with radicchio trevigiano.
That comes a little later in the season, right? Looks like we have lost. No.
Yeah, this is my favorite. This is my favorite dish with pumpkin, but also I like with radicchio.
Perfect. So I am going to ask you now. Wait until the the broth evaporates, right? I'm anticipating some things here.
Yes, but I need to continue to turn slowly because it's important that the rice don't attack on the pan.
So again, patient, 20 minutes of stirring until the water or broth stock reduces. And so risotto al dente, how do you tell if the risotto is al dente?
It's very important al dente. Yes.
But how can you tell?
This is important the time, so 20 minutes. But also maybe during the cooking you have to taste a little bit and see when it's al dente.
I understand. So are we ready to drink? What do you think? can you tell us what are you going to serve with this wonderful risotto?
Yes. I like to drink with the risotto, the Amarone, of course, the Amarone 2015. You know that also this is important period for us. We just finished a few days ago the harvest. So now the grapes of Amarone are in the appassimento room. So we used for producing Amarone the Corvina Veronese, Rondinella and Osoleta, so all the indigenous grapes. And we put in the appassimento room for minimum 150 days. And during that time, the grapes lost a lot of water and increase in the sugar and in the alcohol. So it's very important this moment for producing Amarone. And at the end, we do a very slow vinification, and we age minimum the Amarone for 4 years in Slavonia oak.
So, but now people think that you making wine with raisins, the wine is not sweet. Am I correct?
No, it's not sweet. No, it's dry. So it's important that when we pick up the grapes have to be very healthy. So it's very, very important.
Yeah, you don't want mold or bad mold to set in, right? So healthy grapes, and so this process takes about 100 days, more or less. That's what you said.
Yeah, more or less 120, 150 days. So it depends of the vintage. It depends of the weather. So yeah.
So I see that you keep adding a little bit of stock and a little bit of Amarone. So it doesn't really get very dark.
Yeah, because you see the color now?
Yeah, it's nice.
Yes.
So is this a Sunday preparation? It is a holiday preparation? It's just anytime you feel like? Do you make this on Sundays or for holidays?
No, I like also to prepare also every day. So if you have time, I like to prepare the risotto with also Sunday when we are in the family. So usually in the family, and I prepare risotto with my mama for our family or friends. So in this particular season, so in this period.
So in the meantime, you finish the risotto. I like to pull up the recipe so that people can see. Remember, this recipe will be available on Facebook and on our YouTube channel, Winebow YouTube. So there is also instructions on how to prepare the entire thing. And of course, where you can buy the wine will also be available there. Yeah, you can go across the United States and go and shop for the wonderful bottle of Amarone, or you can just go on to our product location on the Winebow Imports website. You just put in your zip code and it will direct you exactly where you can find the wine. I should tell you that Zenato has been in the United States for 40 years, is our longest partner. So it is a wine that is widely available in a grocery store or your local liquor store. So how long do we have left, Nadia, on the cooking now? Are we looking?
So maybe 5 minutes.
Oh, perfetto.
Just taste a little bit.
So is this your recipe or your family recipe? Did your mother teach you this recipe? How did you come up with it?
My mother teach me this recipe, so it's a tradition of a family.
So, Carla, ha imparato bene a fare il risotto o no?
Sì, sì, sì. Ma è diventata brava.
Carla agrees that she has learned really well how to make the risotto. And it looks like by her smile, she's enjoying it as well. I see. So who you sharing the risotto with tonight?
So with our family, with my nephew, Alessandro, Alberto, and also with Chiara.
Nice. It's great that we can still,
Yes.
you know, enjoy these things with our closest family those days.
Yes, yes.
So meanwhile they prepare, I like to introduce a concept. So we are going to take a little break. So we will not be on next week. We will use this time to put together our newest series. We, of course, as I mentioned before, are going to explore some holiday cooking from across the old world. So we're gonna stop in Austria, France, and the Iberic Peninsula and see what they cook for the holiday season and match it with the wines typical for the area. I see a lot of bubbles in the future of this program, so I'm excited. Stay tuned. We will be back with a little different format in a few weeks. Meanwhile, let's see how is the preparation proceeding with Nadia. That looks good. I'm not that far away. I'm in Puglia. Can you hold on some for me? I'll be there in a minute. It's only 700 miles from where I am.
So, Sal,
Dimmi.
you hear me? So now I turn off the fire. So, and I put the butter.
Oh, you finish it. This is called mantecare, yes. Giusto?
Mantecare, yes. I don't know, it's creamy, no?
Yeah, I am not sure how to say that in English, I must say, but
yes,
finish it up with butter.
And at the end, but only the end. Also our Parmesan cheese.
Always. Every risotto gets
always, yeah.
So some of the audience is saying mounting or mounted with butter.
Yes.
Mounting with butter. Thank you.
Yes.
We don't know everything, don't we?
And also with the Parmesan cheese.
Pretty much it makes it creamy.
And it's important, Sal, very al dente. You know that here in Italy we like to eat the pasta al dente, risotto al dente.
Yes. Al dente, to the tooth, means it needs to be a little bite, a little resistance into the grain of the rice or the pastas.
Okay. So.
Oh, yes. That looks delicious.
You see?
Yeah, I do. That's a lot of rice, a lot of risotto, but we are all buona forchetta. Looks fantastic.
And now, I take also the amarone. Emma. And me. I do a toast with all of you. I do a toast with all of you, my mom. And thank you very much to follow us in this special day where I cook our favorite dish, risotto with amarone and pumpkin.
Thank you very much, Nadia. Grazie mille, salute, cin cin. And I'll see you in a couple of weeks, everyone. Thank you.
Yes, yes, thank you. Thank you, Sara. Cin cin.
Salutiamo.